Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Rini. I am going to read for my text, Literal Reading, Chapter 7. How to give a good speech. We are all hope you want to make a speech at some point in the life, but most of us don't do a very good job. This article gives some suggestions on how to give an effective speech. 1. So you have to give a speech, and you are frightened, you get nervous, you forget what you want to say, you struggle over words, you talk too long, and you bore your audience. Later you think, thank goodness it's over. I'm just no good at public speaking. I hope I never have to do that again. 2. Cheer up. It doesn't have to be that bad. Here are some simple steps to take the pain out of speech making. First of all, it is important to do your homework, find out everything you can about your subject, and at the same time, find out as much as you can about your audience. How are they? What do they know about your subject? Do they have a common interest? Why are they coming to hear you speak? Put yourself in their shoes as you prepare your speech. 3. Ask yourself the purpose of your speech. What is the occasion? Why are you speaking? Are you introducing another speaker, moderating its discussion, giving a lecture, convincing someone? There are many possible speaking roles, and each one has its own special characteristic. Make sure you know into which category you fit. Don't spoil your speech by confusing one speaking role with another. 4. Let us suppose that you have been asked to introduce the main speaker at a conference. First, find out the most important and interesting thing about the speaker. Then summarize this information in a few remarks. It is alright to tell a joke or an anecdote if it is in good taste and will not embarrass the speaker. And most important, the bride, remember you are not the main speaker, you are interacting the main speaker. 5. If you are a moderator, you should begin by giving a quick introduction of the people on the panel. After that, you should try to keep in the discussion running smoothly, and you should try to focus on the connection between speakers. Keep yourself in the background, don't talk too much, and don't interrupt the panelists. Be tactful and be considerate. 6. If you are giving a lecture or explaining an idea, gather as many facts as you can on your subject. Spend plenty of time doing your research. Then spend plenty of time organizing your material so that your speech is clear and easy to follow. Use as many examples as possible and use pictures, cards, and graphs if they will help you make your points more clearly. Never forget your audience. Don't talk over their heads and don't talk down to them. Treat your audience with respect. They will appreciate your thoughtfulness. 7. If you are trying to sell something, you will need to convince your audience. Do you want them to vote for candidate A? Are you offering them a new, improved toothbrush? This kind of speech is usually dramatic, but here too, you must do your research and know your speech. 8. When you are making your speech, try to relax. Speak slowly and clearly and look at the people in your audience. Use simple vocabulary and expression whenever possible. Pause for a few seconds more and then to give your audience a chance what you have said. Make sure that everyone in the room can hear you. If it is a large room or an auditorium, you will probably have to use a microphone. 9. Just remember, be prepared. Know your subject, your audience, and the occasion. Be bright. Say what you have to say and stop. And be yourself. Let your personality come through so that you make person-to-person contact with your audience. 10. If you follow the simple steps, you will see that you don't have to be afraid for public speaking. In fact, you may find the experience so enjoyable that you will volunteer to make more speeches. You are not convinced yet. Give it a try and see what happens. Chapter 8. What you don't know about exercise. Exercise is good for you, doctors say, but most people really know very little about how to exercise properly. What do you know about exercise? Take this true pulse test. You will probably be surprised. A. Exercise. Everyone advises, but immediately when you try, you run into trouble. There is so much contradictory. Sometimes incorrect advice about exercising that you become composite. Test yourself on the following true false quiz. It will tell you what you need to know. 1. The best way to redact the midsection is to do abdominal exercise. False. Many people believe that when specific muscles are exercised, the fatty tissue in the immediate area are burned up. The right is the exercise burn fat from all over the body and not from one specific area regardless of the type of exercise. Of course, if you reduct the fat throughout your body, you will centrally see result around your waistline too. To maintain an adequate level of physical fitness, you need to exercise only twice a week. Paul studies conduction by NASA, the National Aeronautic and Space Administration, so the unexercised muscle lost their stick very quickly. After 48 to 72 hours, you must use the muscle again to reestablish the good physical effect. And what does that mean to you? NASA scientists conclude that while daily exercise is most beneficial, 3 alternative days each week will maintain an adequate level of physical fitness. To lose weight, you should always work at a good sweat when exercise. While sweating only lower body temperature to prepare everything. It does not help you reduce. You may wake less immediately after workout, but this is due to water loss. Once you replace the liquid, you replace the weight. For you burn more calories jogging 1 mile than walking the same distance. Whilst you use the same amount of energy whether you work sign in both chests, you are moving the same weight, the same distance. The speech doesn't matter. Of course, if you jog rather than walk for 30 minutes, you will cover more distance and therefore burn more calories. 5. If your breathing doesn't return to normal within minutes after you finish exercising, you have exercised too much. True, 5 minutes or so after exercising, your breath should be normal. Your heart shouldn't be pounding and you shouldn't be exhausted. The physical exercising is not overly difficult, unpleasant, and exhausting. It is moderate, enjoyable, and refreshing. 6. Walking is one of the best exercise. True walking helps circulate of blood throughout the body and thus has a direct effect on your overall feeling of health. 7. Vigorous stretching exercise keep muscle flexible. While stretching exercise, for example, twisting or bending at the waist, touching your toes, should be done slowly, allowing the muscle to relax and let go. Vigorous stretching make the muscle become dirty. 8. Their minute amount of time you should spend exercising and day is 20 minutes. True, there are more than 40 muscles that attach to your skeleton. A good exercise routine should contract and stretch all these muscles, and the simple cannot be done with 4 or 5 exercise in 5 or 10 minutes. For experience, I have found that about 20 minutes is the minimum amount of time needed for an adequate workout. B. How long it takes you become physical fit depends on how unfit you are when you start. If you are out of condition, you certainly can shape up in 21 days. However, saving up doesn't do any good unless you plan to stay in shape, and that means exercising from now on. It takes as much exercise to stay in shape as it does to get there, but the work won't seem to hurt after a while because your body will be in good condition and all the moves will seem easier.